Well, today I'm going to show you how to install your card in the Blackest Black frames. So in your package you should have your frame, your background. You'll have some tape for sealing up the back. Some extra tape, double stick tape. This is just little window film to protect the back of a card. And then some Kim wipes and a glass cleaning towel and your dust cover sheet. You also have a brush and a little bit of the black paint. So first, I like to take the card and put that cling on. You just have to position it. It's a little smaller than the card, so it doesn't have to go on perfect. It just protects it from adhesive. So we can put that off to the side. You can kind of dust that off now. Just place it off to the side. And I like to have something that holds the background off a little bit. So we're gonna open up those back splines. Just peel them back. The reason for the paint, this stuff is very fragile. If you scratch it, touch it, you're gonna have marks. So it's best to add the card before you start painting, because that's kind of, you're gonna get a little nick on here and it shows up. Just kind of with your card positioning jig, make sure the bottom's not as important as the sides. That side is your straight line to keep everything going. So once you have everything lined up, kind of just butt your card up against here and just drop it on. You can kind of give it a look beforehand. Just light pressure, getting the card on there. Now, so we got, it's hard to see on camera, but there's just a few little spots where you can tell you nicked it. You just kind of want to clean those up. Also, dust doesn't like to come off of this very well, so it's easier just to paint over it. And you can kind of put the card off to the side. And the frame, it also has this, so you want to check this and just make sure there's no scratches there. So we're just gonna let that dry, probably about 10 minutes. Everything's touched up. Now, this stuff shows, it's so black, it shows every little bit of dust that's on here. But like little other frames, you won't notice it, but so you've really got to take your time to clean the glass. Having humidity up in your house, having a really clean environment. If you have an anti-static brush or something that doesn't have a film on it, like a Swiffer, they have film on it, so that'll clog the glass. And then if you accidentally touch it, your fingerprint grease does leave a pretty good film on there, so you're gonna have to clean it. Use only ammonia or ammonia-free cleaner, and just take your time. Make sure
You don't want to have to do this more than once. This is always kind of a pain to do these Blackest Black ones. The Blackest Black. So I'm just gonna pretend that's super clean. So put our card back up on a pedestal. Just gonna make sure our top's the top. Make sure your little tabs are open on the bottom. Then you kind of want to slowly drop it on. And once you got like sort of a good position. Kind of bend those tabs over. Just check the straightness. If you got like a nice gap back here, you're good. You can also check it with a pencil. Just take a piece of paper, mark where your card is, and you can kind of just check, make sure you're vertical with it. So take your time while you're doing this. After you clean it, get the card in, let it sit for a little bit, come back, make sure there's no dust on there to bother you before we seal it up. So in this case, we're just going to say it's sealed up. So we're going to turn the card over. And I like to just kind of press those tabs down a little bit. And then we just start taking our masking tape. This kind of seals the back from dust getting in and holds this back in place. So just kind of work it around. This double stick tape kind of works as a nice little ledge. Just work your way around, press it in. So we got that. We're on to just putting the dust cover on. So you kind of just line it up. Get it in a nice position. This top corner. Down. Once you got one side on, then you just take the tape off all of it. Then just work long side to long side. Just press down on that side. Top and bottom, just work from the middle. Push your way out. And it seals up pretty good. I always forget this part. But your extras you can just tape them on the back before you put the dust cover on. Just in case the card falls off or you have to go into it or you want to switch it over. Take your time with the glass cleaning. Kind of set up, get vacuum, just have a nice clean work area. And it's not too hard, but it can be frustrating, so just take your time.